In this video, we're going to go through a tutorial for Batman and Vampire.
We're going to start at the front of the hammock and come into a seated position. So inserting thumbs into the front edge of the hammock and then grabbing the hammock about 5 times. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, until we're about halfway on the hammock. Sitting into the fabric and lengthening the edge to our knees, behind our knees. Reaching up, finding our angel star wings, and then laying back down into the fabric. We're going to cover our head first so that we keep our neck relaxed, and then straighten out the fabric until we have the extra hammock. So we have like this much hammock covering our legs. You may need to wiggle around a little bit to get that extra fabric underneath your knees. From here, we're going to bring the edge of the fabric near our head to our shoulders. So lifting our head up and bringing that edge of the fabric to cover our shoulders. The most important part for this pose is to make sure that that hammock stays covering the shoulders. So we can do a little kiss test. So grabbing each edge of the fabric, mwah, kiss. And then to grab the hammock. If your neck gets a little strained, just lift up, engage your core, or bring the hammock to cover your head again. So for our grip, we make sure that the hammock is covering our shoulders the whole time. We have our palms facing towards us. Thumbs insert the hammock and we grab, and then we internally rotate our hands so that we can see the back of our hands. From here, we're going to lift our legs up, flex our feet, and find the edge of the hammock, bending our legs slightly. Looking back, looking towards the back of the room, we curl up until our hips are over our shoulders. And then we straighten our legs using the edge of the hammock and the edge of our feet against the hammock for support and balance until we're in a straight line. From here, we can start to play with balance by bringing one foot to the midline and then the other foot meets in the midline. From here, this is Batman. And then we can come through for Vampire by pointing the toes and starting to move through plow. So feet come down towards our head, towards the ground, until they rest into the fabric. So this is half Vampire. To come into full Vampire, we're going to straighten our body towards the ground. So we start to look towards the ground and move towards the ground with our hips until we come into a straight line. Keep the core engaged. We don't want to sway our back too much. Raise back up, hips come over shoulders. Keep feet pointed and pressed into the hammock. From here, we can bend our knees towards our chest, start to flex the toes, coming back through Batman by raising feet up towards the sky, and then lowering hips down into the fabric, and feet come down back into a supine. Let's bring the hammock underneath our head to give our neck a rest. Resting for a moment in Shavasana. And then moving up to sitting in your own time. So that is our shoulder stand sequence using Batman and Vampire. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial and I'll see you in the next video.